The Atari Creep YouTube channel is intended for a mature audience. Regardless of the subject matter, this video may contain strong language, simulated violence, and psychological nudity. Viewer discretion is advised. What's up, creepers and geekers? Chris, the Atari Creep. How is everyone doing today? Let me have a sip of this yummy coffee. Thank you. I appreciate you allowing me to indulge. Don't do too many pickup videos these days. If I get a package or something like that, I'll show it off. But I don't really go out hunting too often. But I was really excited to find this score. It's an Atari lot, and I'm mainly bragging. I'm showing off. No joke. And isn't that what a pickup video is really all about? Dig me and all the stuff I found. But it's not so much what I found, it's the price I found it for. That got me really excited. And we got some pretty cool plans coming out of this lot. So without me going into a fucking 25-minute discussion about pickup videos and all that stuff, let me just show you what we got. So it is an Atari lot. So we'll start with the games that came in this lot. We'll start with the Sears Telegames branded Defender, which I didn't have before. I have Defender, I just don't have the Sears branded one. Same thing with the Warlords, Sears branded. Pretty cool. I like the Sears stuff. That's what I grew up playing. I grew up playing telegames and all that crap. Plus my Sears here locally just closed. If I still have a picture of it, I'll put it up here right now. That was a pretty sad, sad state of affairs. That's where I got all my Atari stuff growing up. We got Star Voyager from a Magic. And Firefighter from a Magic. This is an interesting game. I can't remember if I liked it or not. But either way, I'm happy to have it in the collection, and all these are new to the collection. I mean, like I said, I have these games, but not the Sears Telegames branded ones. So, and I don't mind doing variants when it comes to Atari stuff. So we'll put those aside. There was a couple of controllers that came in the lot. I haven't really done anything with them. We got the video touchpad. Which I believe this is the one that'll work with the, I had that synth card. I think you need two of these total, and maybe this one might be the other one. I don't know. But either way, I'm going to try to find another one of these, and hopefully we can actually legitimately start making music with the synth card. I do want to do something like that, and, mix in some guitar tracks and all that. Start learning how to do that stuff through the computer. I'd like to really get into creating music again. And when I got that synth card, I was wicked excited. So I'm glad to see that in there, hoping that that actually works with the synth card. I'm not sure if it's that one or the other touchpad controller that Atari put out. And then we just got a pair of paddles. It's always good to have extras around. Nothing crazy about these. They're just straight paddle controllers. And a power supply for something that we will not discuss until further notice. Well, I mentioned power supply, so that must mean there's a console or something like that. Sure, yeah, there is a console. We got ourselves a Vader Atari 2600. I absolutely love this console. Now, yeah, there is an issue here, and we're going to find out here if these things even work. I'll do that here on this video, so it'll be a little bit more entertaining. We'll see if either one of them fire up. So I do have a little bit of work to do, but overall the console is in fantastic shape. Now, disclaimer, the games and the consoles, I've already cleaned. I cleaned them ahead of time. I absolutely love doing that. It's like fucking therapy to me. You know what I mean? So we got the Vader 2600. I remember a while back when I was still collecting in Arizona, I wanted a Vader so bad, and I just couldn't find one. I remember when I finally got it, I put it on my bureau so I could look at it in the morning, and I was smiling whenever I saw it, and now I get to do that again. But not only did we get that, but I got a 4-switch Woody as well. This one seems to be okay. Everything in this seems to jive. Again, we're going to find out if it works here together. Some parts might be going over here. I might be swapping the board, or maybe just swapping the tops. That'll work, because none of them have any of their information on the bottom, so it's not like you can look it up and say, oh, that's supposed to be a wood grain one or whatever. I don't even know if Atari serial numbers work that way. But either way, that's all there is to that. So we got two Atari 2600 consoles, or VCS, depending on which one. This is a true 2600. All others are VCSs. Except for the juniors. Don't quote me on that. And last but not least, we got one of these video game centers. Fucking monstrosity. Takes up way too much space. If it had the lid, I would probably be a lot more excited. But just like this, I think it just kind of looks stupid. I mean, I suppose with a console on top of it, it looks nice. And it's a nice way to store your stuff. And it is actually Atari branded on the inside. I don't know if you can see that here. These things are neat. They really are. I don't know. I don't have a use for it unless there's a lid. I'm not a completionist, but when it comes to something like this, I think it just looks silly without it. So, I don't necessarily want to give this away. I mean, I don't really care to have it under one condition, unless I can find a lid for it. So maybe I'll look for a lid. I'll put this in the attic or something and hang on to it. I would offer it to one of you guys for nothing, but I just don't feel like paying the shipping to get it to you. And it's a big piece. And it may not be all that heavy, but because of its odd size, it's going to be a pain in the ass to ship financially. So I'm not going to go ahead and do something like that. Unless you really want it, and you're willing to give me like $15 or whatever to ship the damn thing to you, hit me up. I have PayPal. You know, I'll be more than happy to find a box for it and get it out to you. As long as you cover that cost, I don't care. But yeah, so to recap, we got the game center, 4 games, a couple of controllers, 2 consoles, and we have 1 power supply to go with all the consoles. I forgot to mention that. There's only 1 power supply in there. How much did I pay for all this? $10. No fucking joke. The ad basically was, I'll trade anything. Just give me $10. I don't care. I just don't want this anymore. I don't know if the guy just hates Atari. I don't know if it was dumped on him. I don't know if someone just, like a roommate, left it behind. I don't know. And I don't really give a shit. I just know that the guy, I messaged him and said, hey, look, I don't have anything to trade. I can give you $10 for all this if that's a legit number that you posted. And he's like, yeah, no, that works. I'll see you tomorrow. I went up and picked it up. All right, so let's at least see if the consoles work. And then I'll leave you to your own devices. All right, right now I have the Vader hooked up. I got the cord stuck here in the back. I'm using the power supply that came with these things. If it doesn't fire up with that, of course, we'll get another power supply that I have. Because a lot of times the power supplies go out before the consoles do. And we'll test it with Demon Attack. You know, the game we're playing right now for the Atari.io High Score Squad Challenge. Pop it in. Now, if you remember, the Vader has a busted switch, so I have to use a thing to get in there. We'll fire it up. No signal. No signal. So let's try the wood grain. And if that doesn't do anything, we'll get a different power supply. All right, so I just got the 4-switch Woody hooked up. I'm going to put the game in now. Okay, so maybe the Vader just doesn't work at all. But the 4-switch Woody works awesome, actually. Look at that picture. That picture is fucking incredible. So it looks like we got to play around with the Vader. Maybe I'll just swap the board. I don't know, but either way, because I want the Vader. I want the Vader to work. You know what? I'm going to try it one more fucking time. I'm going to do it right now. Put the power supply in there. Cartridges in there. Swap out the cord. Because 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Even though it's, 1 out of 1. All right. Let me flip the switch. Okay, so it looks like the Vader has split its mortal coil. We'll open up and see what's going on. However, in all honesty, I have a heavy 6er here that could use these switches here. They work, but the spring has given out on them, and I don't feel like opening. You can open them up, and I'd rather just pull a couple from a board and swap it out. So maybe I have a donor board and a really nice shell in case I find a 4-switcher that's all banged up on the outside but works fine on the inside. But I'm definitely going to swap this board into this because I want a Vader. I was actually kind of hoping to put together an Atari 2600 package to give away at the end of the year. And maybe we could still do so. Like I said, maybe I can find a banged up, cracks and busted shell. Swap the guts in because they're both in really fantastic shape. I mean, this one has a little bit of a chipping right here, but aside from that, they're both in fantastic shape. So it's kind of a shame that they both don't work. But you know what? 4 games, 2 consoles, one that works fine and looks great. couple of controllers and a power supply for $10. I can't be disappointed at all in that. I just wish my plans had gone to fruition. But either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let me know about this. If you really want this and you're willing to give me whatever it costs to get it to you, we'll make it happen. I'll make it happen as long as you make it happen. Go ahead and let me know what your favorite part here is. What do you think I should do? Should I use this as a donor board? Should I turn it into a synth cart only thing? I mean, we could mount a couple of these in one of these and just make it so that's all it does is synth stuff. I've seen people do that. I don't know. I'd rather just make them into consoles. But let me know what your thoughts are down below. We will open this up and see if there's anything obvious. Maybe we'll do that together here on the channel. Again, worst case scenario, these get donated to my Heavy Sixer, which is more than likely what's going to happen. So, guys, I hope you're doing well. Happy Saturday. I hope I said that already. Here it's a rainy, drizzly day, but, yeah, it is what it is. Can't rain all the time. Is that what the movie said? Go ahead and leave your feedback. Thumbs up, thumbs down. All feedback to the Creep is positive. Until next time, hope you're doing well. Take care. Creep it real. And bye-bye.